like lecrae songs and different ones. And he's talented. He makes good music. He's good at what he does. And this controversy, whatever you want to call it, isn't actually recent, but I just found out about it. This was actually in 2018, where he came out as gay, and he claims that he's always been gay, and he has like nothing to do with God now. Like, there's a video from 2014 of him like talking about God and his testimony and everything, and you'd think he was genuine, but knowing what we know now, it doesn't seem that way.
So that was kind of like, what the heck is going on? I get to college and I tried to be an atheist, and started continue to do drugs and just continue to party, but continue to try to keep a clean outlook, and be the corporate guy. But by the time the end of college, my drug addiction had gotten worse. I had broken up with a girlfriend that I had for a while. I was depressed. Everything was kind of spiraling downward. I wasn't graduating because my grades were low. I wasn't going to class because I was hungover or high, and and things were kind of going bad. And so by that time, I was like almost ODing on the bathroom floor, and I had seen these spoken word things online, and I saw like Genetics and Jackie Hill, and they were like new, and P4CM was this new church that had started. And so I went to it, and that's where I got the awakening, like, I'm a fake Christian. This, like, I know better. And in that time period, a good friend of mine, he got saved in that time period too, and that's kind of how it started. So around that time is when was like, all right, Lord, I got the word for myself. I was reading the Bible for myself, and everything was just different.
It's weird when Christians do that, when they proclaim to be serious about God, and then they go turn around and mock him with the way they live. Being a Christian, he knows better, or, was a Christian. I don't know if he even calls himself that now, but like, he knows better. He knows this stuff is wrong, and what I'm about to show you it's just shocking. It's shocking. I just found his social media last night, and my jaw was on the floor. It was just, yikes. And I don't even know if I should show you guys all of this stuff, because it's not good. It's, he's in like, he literally posts videos, like, very prideful, of him not wearing appropriate clothing in gay pride festivals, parades. She a baddie, she's pictures of him kissing, I assume that's his boyfriend or whatever. It's just a mess. Oh my gosh, it just kept getting worse. It just kept getting worse. I was scrolling through his pictures, the ones like of him at like gay pride festivals and all that, and I saw that some other Christian artists liked those photos. They weren't saying anything was wrong with them, they were approving of it. Propaganda, which I love Propaganda. He's amazing. He's really smart. And one of my favorite things ever is his song, or I guess like word poetry, called Be Present. But Jay Givens, Propaganda, chances are you might not be familiar with them. Another rapper in the Christian hip-hop scene who liked one of his posts, where he's at like a gay pride festival kissing men. It was liked by, wait for it, this is crazy, lecrae. I know, I'm like, oh, not lecrae, come on, like, lecrae, really? And then I found a tweet where lecrae had replied to Jay Givens on one of his posts about being gay and all that, and lecrae responded with like, oh, you're the best for this, man, your life is amazing, I love you, or whatever. And it's just like, you could maybe try to read that as him loving the sinner, not the sin, but it doesn't come across that way. It just seems like he's approving it, and that's really alarming, really concerning. And lecrae himself, well, if you were following his music, you know that a lot of his early stuff, it was really good. It was really God honoring. And as you know, the years went by, it just felt like it was getting just a little off track, a little less about God. Certain lyrics that were concerning, and it's just strange. In Andy Mineo, he didn't necessarily approve of anything that I'm aware of, but he's concerned me a little bit too, just from like paying attention to his lyrics on some of his newer songs. I can't even think of what I'm trying to think of right now, but there's like one song in particular of his that it just really rubbed me the wrong way. Like, it sounds like such a secular song. So I found the song and I was going to post some clips from it. TikTok is not letting me because copyright, so I'm just going to read some of the lyrics. I just bought her flowers on a weekday. Oh, baby, why would I cheat? You my cheap day. Oh, you a treat? That's right, you a snack. Fighting with your jeans cause you got it like that. I don't do the drama, I went vegan for the weekend. Now I'm back to beef and broccoli, sipping steak, practice wabi sabi. I don't need a thotty. My girl got that body yachty. When we walk inside the party, they're like, OMG, you know it's been a minute. Tell me, what you like? What is this? What are these lyrics? This sounds like a secular song. This has nothing to do with God. It's not honoring God. It's bad. You know, so like it's not great. And spending the 2010s listening to Christian hip hop, rap music, any Christian music, like it really concerned me and really confused me why some artists were like so specific about God and all these very God honoring lyrics, and why some artists were like, they were just very vague about what they said about God, if they said anything at all. In understanding God and Christianity a lot more now, I see that as them showing their fruits. Here's how I think about it. If you are truly on fire for God, you are going to want to tell people about it. It's going to come out of you. You're not going to be able to stop it. A lot of these Christian music artists, if they truly wanted to tell you about God, they would use every chance they could all throughout their music. And a lot of them don't. And that's another thing I want to talk about. John Steinberg, former member of Hawk Nelson, a few years back, he announced that he was leaving the faith. He stopped believing in God. And that was heartbreaking. You know, I wasn't like the biggest Hawk Nelson fan, but I definitely liked a few of their songs, you know, like bring 'em out, pump up your fist as we twist like this, till the lights go out. But, but, you know, it was just nuts. I was just like, really? Like, how do you just do that? And the weird thing is that he claims that even when he was like singing about God, like he was genuine about that. He meant that. But like, he just doesn't believe anymore, and it's heartbreaking. But there is hope for him. Pray for him. I wanted to check up on him before I did this video to see if anything had changed, and while there wasn't much about God I could find on there, there was a post from about April where he posted a video from the band 10th Avenue North, a Christian band, and he's like, why did this speak to me? Or why was this so good? And someone in the comments asked him if he believes in God again, and he said it's complicated. So I think that's clear that God's working on him, working on his heart, that he will, I believe he will come back to God. So it's interesting because some people leave the faith, but they were never truly saved. They may have thought they were saved, but they never actually experienced God. They never truly got it. And some people leave the faith and they come back like the prodigal son. And, you know, I mean, I think that's who I am. I think that's who I was. I think I'm the prodigal son too. Because for a time in my life, I was on fire for God. I didn't quite understand how holding on to faith worked, and I wasn't, you know, putting God first in my life, and I just ended up distancing myself just because I was living in such sin. I never denounced God by any means. You know, I talk about that a lot, but, you know, it's just like I was denying him in the way that I lived.